Codename Pizza may literally be the unluckiest zombies player in the world. What happened to Pizza is so statistically unlikely it's insane, nearly impossible. Pizza would have had a better chance of getting struck by lightning. We're talking a 0.000110022% chance of happening. You don't know what I'm talking about? Well, let me explain. This is Codename Pizza's record-setting, history-making game of Zet, in which he completes the Easter egg with no kills. This is one of the most impressive feats in zombies history. Now, on one hand, it's impressive because of just Pizza's skill and knowledge. The fact that he was able to figure out how to do this is insane. But what's also crazy about this is the RNG that goes into a run like this. For example, before he even gets started, Pizza needs to have the exact right setup, and he has a 4.2361% chance of getting that exact right setup, meaning that Pizza would probably have to reset his game 23 to 24 times in a row just to get one game where everything lines up the way he needs it to. Pizza outlined in his video that in order to beat the Easter egg, there are a number of hurdles that he has to overcome, and a couple of those hurdles require quite a bit of RNG. He needs all of his totem challenges to be completable without getting any kills, and he also needs 2 seeds. It doesn't sound like a lot, but for those 2 little pieces of RNG to line up perfectly, Pizza would probably have to play about 350 games of zombies and reset for 86 hours just to get a game where it is statistically possible and probable to be able to complete the Easter egg with no kills. Let's break this down. Before Pizza can get started, it all begins with the totems. At the start of every game, Pizza must check his totem challenges to see if they can be completed with no kills. To do this, he needs his Gobblegums to be able to provide enough points to open the door and check. Now, Pizza ran the Gobblegums, I'm Feeling Lucky, Raindrops, Fear and Headlights, Anywhere But Here, and Extra Credit. I ran the statistics, and Pizza has roughly a 43% chance of getting the Gobblegums he needs to be able to check the totems. If not, he's gotta reset. Now, once Pizza is at the totems, he needs all 3 challenges on the totems to be completable with no kills. In Tier 1, he has about a 60% chance of getting a challenge that is completable without kills. In Tier 2, there are 2 challenges, so he has roughly a 16.6% chance of getting a challenge that's completable with no kills. And thankfully, in Tier 3, all of the challenges can be completed with no kills, so he has a 100% chance there. In total, this means that Pizza at this stage in the game has about a 10% chance of not resetting. If he doesn't get a challenge that's completable without kills, he's gotta reset. So when you combine the odds of getting the Gobblegums he needs to get to the totems and getting the correct totems to be able to complete the Easter egg, Pizza has roughly a 4% chance of getting a game where it's theoretically possible. So now let's say up to this point everything has gone Pizza's way. He was able to get to the totems and he has challenges that he can complete with no kills. What he needs next are 2 seeds, one to get the AA bullet and another to get the KT4 part. The problem is at this stage, he needs to find a way to get seeds without killing zombies. Turns out, the only way to do that in Zet is to use the I'm Feeling Lucky Gobblegum. Now, the I'm Feeling Lucky Gobblegum will spawn you 2 random power-ups into the map. To find the odds that one of those power-ups is a seed, I broke down the source code to I'm Feeling Lucky. After analyzing the source code, I found that Pizza has roughly a 5% chance of getting a seed from one of his 2 drops in the I'm Feeling Lucky Gobblegum. Now, at this stage in the game, it doesn't really matter when Pizza gets his seeds. He can get them at round 1 or he can get them at round 25. He just needs 2 seeds. Pizza told me though that in a game he would play roughly till about round 25. If he didn't have 2 seeds by that point, he would just reset the game because the rounds were getting too long and too complicated. So I did some math and I found that roughly over the course of a 25 round game, you should have 15 I'm Feeling Lucky Gobblegums. Now what we need to do is find the probability that you will get 2 seeds from 15 I'm Feeling Lucky Gobblegums. With a little bit of help from Python, I wrote a script and I found that there is a 20.13% chance of getting 2 seeds from 15 I'm Feeling Lucky Gobblegums. So here's the crazy part though. You'll remember that Pizza needs an AA bullet in order to complete the Easter egg. So he has a 1 in 3 chance of that 1 seed turning into an AA bullet. If it doesn't become an AA bullet, he's probably better off resetting because it would just take too long to get a 3rd seed. 2 seeds was hard enough. So Basically, Pizza has a 20.1% chance of getting 2 seeds, and then a 1 in 3 chance of getting an AA bullet from one of those seeds. So in total, Pizza actually has a 6.71% chance of completing the Easter egg, even in a game that is theoretically possible. So I know I've been throwing a lot of percentages at you in this video, so let me sum this up real quick and say for Pizza to have a game in which he gets the right gobblegums to check the totems, he has the totems to complete the Easter egg, and he also gets 2 seeds, and he also gets an AA bullet from that seed, we're talking a 0.28% chance of all of that RNG going Pizza's way. And what this means is that Pizza will probably have to play about 350 games just to get one game where it's possible. And I sure as hell hope he doesn't screw up along the way and accidentally die, otherwise we're starting from scratch. And I would estimate that this would probably take you about 86 hours of non-stop resets just to get one game where it's possible. That's absolutely brutal. Now, we know of course that Pizza actually achieves this. He is able to complete the Easter egg with no kills. And the question at this point you're probably asking is, well, how lucky or unlucky was Pizza? I know I said Pizza was one of the unluckiest zombies players in the world, so let me explain. Pizza had explained in his video that in order to get a game in which he has the totem challenges going his way, he found himself resetting for almost 3 hours straight. The question is, what are the odds of this happening? Pizza was using fast resets, so his resets on average took about 28 seconds. Over the course of 3 hours, that should mean you'll have about 386 resets. Now, given your odds of having a good game over 386 resets, you should have 19 good games. If it's true that Pizza didn't get any good games during that run, then what are the odds of after 386 resets you don't have a single good game? Well, it turns out to be 0.0000419%. The chances of that happening are absolutely insane. In fact, if we plot this out on a binomial distribution, your odds look like this. Let me explain how this graph works real quick. The graph basically gives you your odds of getting X number of good games after 386 tries. The average person falls right in the middle at around 19. Lucky people are on this side of the graph. The farther right you are, the luckier you are. Unlucky people fall on this side of the graph. The unluckier you are, the farther left you are. Well, where's Pizza? Pizza is all the way over here. This is what I call the realm of the unlucky. This realm is reserved for the unluckiest of the unlucky. In fact, there's not even a visible bar to represent how lucky Pizza is in this instance. The fact that Pizza lands here means that he may very well be the unluckiest zombies player ever. Like, let me try to quantify this odds. I estimate that the odds of this happening are about 1 in 23.8 million. Not impossible, but very unlucky. For reference, your odds of getting struck by lightning are 1 in 500,000. So let's say, for example, everyone on Earth did this challenge, all 7.7 billion of us. Only about 320 people would be as unlucky as Pizza. So good on Pizza for being able to complete the Easter egg without any kills. I don't mean to discredit the amazingness of this achievement because it actually is an incredible run. But this, ladies and gentlemen, this graph right here is why Codename Pizza is the unluckiest zombies player in the world.